All right, guys. So I'm going to read this test to you really quick. This will be on YouTube and Google Classroom. Okay. So if you have problems with Google Classroom, obviously go to YouTube. You can pause this video. I'm just going to read it straight through. So you'll need to pause the video while you're working, and then just go ahead and click play for the next question. Okay. First thing, obviously, is your name. Okay. Put your first and last name right here. With this is going to count. It's going to count it wrong. Okay. So even if you get all the other ones right, you're still going to only have 99 points. We will go back in and fix that. I promise. All right. So the first section, we are going to evaluate each expression if m equals 2 and n equals 5. Okay. So problem number 1, we have 4m minus 5. Problem 2, 2m to the third power minus parentheses n plus 9, close parentheses. Problem 3, we have 3mn. So all three of those are touching, 3mn. Problem 4, we have 3 on the outside of n, or let's try that again. Number 4, we have 3 times in parentheses m plus n squared. So 3 times inside of the parentheses m plus n, close parentheses, plus n squared. Section 3, we've got expressions. Write each phrase as an algebraic expression. The symbol, the backslash symbol indicates division. Okay. So number 5 is going to be 4 times a number. Your answer choices are n divided by 4, 4 divided by n touching 4, n plus 4, or n minus 4. Number 6, 3 less than a number. N divided by 3, n minus 3, 3 touching n plus 3, or 3 minus n. Number 7, a number plus 5. Your answer choices are n divided by 5, 5 divided by n, 5 times n plus 5, n minus 5. Number 8, a number divided by 6. So you have n over 6, or n divided by 6, 6 divided by n, 6 times n plus 6, n minus 6. Number 9, twice the sum of 11 and a number. So 2 times 11 plus n, 2 on the outside times 11 plus n inside of parentheses, 11 plus n inside of parentheses plus 2, 2 plus 11 plus n inside of parentheses, or 2 plus 11 times n. All right, next section is going to be about properties, okay? So tell which property has been applied. Number 10, you have 7 plus 0 equals 7. Is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property? Number 11, 4 times 5 equals 5 times 4. Is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property? Number 12, I have inside of parentheses 9 times 3 times 6 equals 9 times inside of parentheses 3 times 6. And is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property? Number 13, I have 7 times 1 equals 7. And is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property. Number 14, I've got 320 times 0 equals 0. And for that one, is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property? Number 15, 67 plus 43 equals 43 plus 67. Is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property? I have 5 times inside of parentheses x plus 6 equals 5x plus 30. Is that commutative property of addition, commutative property of multiplication, associative property of multiplication, identity property, zero property, or distributive property? On to section 5, we're talking about distributive property here. So you're going to go ahead and use the distributive property to solve the following expressions, or simplify them. Number 17, you've got 6 times inside of parentheses n plus 4. Your answer choices are 6n plus 4, 6n plus 4n, 6n plus 24, or 6n minus 24. Number 18, you've got 15 times inside of parentheses 2 plus r, and your answer choices are 30 plus 15r, 30 plus 1r, 30 plus 30r, or 30 plus r. Number 19, you have 8 times s plus 5 inside of parentheses, and your answer choices are 8s plus 5, 8s minus 5, 8s minus 40, 8s plus 40. Number 20, it's 3 times b minus 8 inside of parentheses. Your answer choices are 3b plus 24, 3b minus 24, 3b minus 8, 3b plus 8. And lastly, for the distributive property section, you've got number 21, and that's going to be 9 times, inside of parentheses, 3 minus v. Your answer choices are 27 plus v, 27 minus v, 27 plus 9v, 27 minus 9v. All right, 2 sections left. So we're going to combine the like terms on section 6. So first problem I have, number 22, is going to be 20m plus 20n plus 5m plus 6. Answer choices are 25m plus 16n, 36mn plus 6, 30m plus 11n, 25m plus 10n plus 6. 23. I've got s plus 10r minus 4r plus 4s. So you're combining the like terms, and your answer choices are 11s plus r, 11sr, 6s plus 5r, 5s plus 6r. Number 24, 8y squared minus 3y squared. Your answer choices are 5y squared, 55 squared, 25y, 4y squared. Last one for this section, 25, is going to be 4m plus 3 times inside parentheses n plus 7m. And your answer choices for that are going to be 25m plus 3n, 4m plus 3n plus 21m, 25m, or 5m plus 2n plus 18m. All right, last section is going to be vocabulary. You're going to match each term with its correct definition. So I'm going to read you the definition and you're going to pick the term, okay? Number 26 is terms with the same variable. Your answer choices are algebraic expression, variable, constant, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, or equivalent. Number 27, when something is equal or the same, is that an algebraic expression, a variable, a constant, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, equivalent. Number 28. Parts of an expression that's separated by an addition or subtraction symbol. Is that algebraic expressions, variables, constants, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, or equivalent? #29. A letter that represents a number. Algebraic expression, variable, constant, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, or equivalent. Number 30, to find the value / answer. Is that an algebraic expression, a variable, a constant, evaluate, like terms, coefficient, equivalent? 31, a number that is directly in front of a variable in an expression showing multiplication. Is that an algebraic expression, a variable, a constant, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, or equivalent? 32, a math phrase that contains a letter, number, and operation. Is that an algebraic expression, a variable, a constant, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, or equivalent? And last one, 33, a number standing by itself in an expression. Is that an algebraic expression, a variable, a constant, evaluate, terms, like terms, coefficient, or equivalent? So there's all 33 questions on your test. Please make sure you show your work, and that'll be it. Okay, if you need any repeated, please rewind this video. Once again, pause it, and then just go ahead and click continue when you're ready to move on to the next question. You all have a great rest of the day.